What's up, everybody? Today I'm here to give you my review of The Rise of Skywalker Star Wars. I just came back from the movie theater, unfortunately. And yes, I saw the end of the Skywalker saga. One question that was on my mind on my way back is that should I do a non-spoiler review? Should I review this as a Star Wars fan, or should I review this as a critic? I still haven't decided, so I don't think I'm gonna do a non-spoiler review. I think I'm just gonna go with spoilers review. But I'll just give you my overall thoughts before I get to the spoilers, just in case you don't want to know anything. Because believe it or not, I was able to not get spoiled before the movie. And I really wanted my reaction to be genuine, and I didn't want it to go there already with my mind made, so that's why I didn't really see any spoilers. Plus, I've been very busy this week, so I don't even know how, but no. I didn't know the spoilers, and I didn't read them. And I'm gonna say, as a Star Wars fan, this is a massive disappointment as the end of the Skywalker saga. As let's say the moviegoer that doesn't really care about Star Wars and just want to see a sci-fi film, is alright. You know, there's like The Last Jedi, some good actions. Not everything is all bad, you know. Leia is in a movie way more than I expected. But as a finale of a trilogy that started so long ago, I think this is a disaster ending. It's really unsatisfying, and it kind of undo everything that George Lucas did and everything that George Lucas said about the Skywalkers. But I don't really feel anything. I remember after The Last Jedi, I kind of want to vomit, and I really hated that movie. I don't really think I hate this movie. I feel nothing. And I really felt nothing throughout the film, apart from one scene with Leia. Because, you know, there's some things that, okay, they play a lot with nostalgia in this film, and some things I liked seeing them. I was like, oh, that's nice. I'm not opposed to that. Lando, for instance, I think that I enjoyed seeing him. I think that, you know, Billy D. Williams is definitely back. He was pretty charming, like always. Chewie was pretty good in the film as well as the droids. I did enjoy R2 and C-3PO. Yeah, but what can I say about this film? It was a disjointed mess. The story was not coherent. It didn't really make much sense. A lot of the things I was like, what? By the way, if you thought Rey was powerful, she's God in this film. She is God. You have no idea. But I don't care. Not anymore. Like I said, I believe that for those that really enjoyed The Last Jedi and maybe The Force Awakens, perhaps they'll like this, they'll enjoy this. But as a whole Skywalker saga, nah, it's not very good. Okay, let's get to the spoilers. I think the biggest thing that upsets me in this film is that the whole theory of the Chosen One has been thrown in the garbage, because George Lucas said the Chosen One was Anakin Skywalker, and he had defeated Palpatine. And when we all knew Palpatine was going to come back, and I already knew that when Palpatine, I mean, it already doesn't make sense that Palpatine is back, because that alone kind of, you know, diminished Anakin Skywalker's sacrifice. But then I was like, maybe it will be like a Force Ghost or something like that. No, he was there in the flesh, and yes, he looks like a zombie at first. It's kind of ridiculous. There's no really explanation how he survived. It's all a bunch of mumbo jumbo conversation. Like I said, this movie was all over the place. It's very hard to follow. A lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. I still don't understand how he's alive, how he looked like a zombie like that. Doesn't really matter. I don't care. I don't think I'm gonna watch it again. I just wanted to watch for review purposes, and of course because it will be a topic of discussion, so I need to know what happened, and also because I was curious to see how they would end up. But let me tell you one thing. When I went to watch, I knew that J.J. Abrams had a impossible mission here. The Last Jedi kind of killed Star Wars in my opinion, but holy shit, I did not see that it was going to be this bad. The other thing that Disney did right now, they completely eliminated the Skywalker lineage forever. Because right now, I can tell you, my name is Vivian Skywalker. Yes, that's how it goes, because Luke and Leia, I see them right there nodding, okay, Luke, Leia, I'm a Skywalker, okay, is that cool? That's how it works now. Why did Kylo Ren had to die? I didn't really understand that. He's so weak that he brings her to life. I mean, the Skywalkers are really weak, you know, because everything that they do, they have to die. It's just, oh God. But okay, I like the stuff with 3PO. I thought that it was nice. A lot of the clips that were released happened in the very beginning of the film. The very beginning of the film is a mess everywhere. Rey is training apparently with Leia. But like I said, she's God. She's in God mode in this movie. It's kind of ridiculous. I think that's the best word to describe this film. Pretty ridiculous. I'm pretty sure with time I will process what I just saw better, and I'll probably have better arguments, but as of now I still like, wow, I cannot believe they a lot of things they kind of undid on The Last Jedi. The whole situation with Finn and Rose, for instance, it's non-existent in this film, you know, like the fact that she kissed him, they don't even address that. I'm fine with that. Rose is not a lot in the movie either. She's kind of a supporting character. But I have no problem with Rose. It's just that it didn't make sense that they would give so much space to Rose and Finn while we actually wanted to see what was the deal with Luke Skywalker we haven't seen for 40 years, right? That was my problem, but that's fine. So the story here, you have Rey at the beginning, right, training with Leia, and she still has that Force connection with Kylo Ren, which I don't really understand, because before it was Snoke, which wasn't Snoke, was Palpatine all along. But now, why would Palpatine allow them to force it? It is like J.J. Abrams did not watch The Last Jedi. It's like these directors did not watch each other's films, and it feels like it was a movie made by someone that likes Star Wars stuff, you know, because it felt like J.J. Abrams go, more chips, more lasers, more this, more that. But as a lore, it doesn't really feel like a Star Wars film. I really do not care deeply for these characters. Not nearly as the level I did with Han, Luke, and Leia. Oh, and guess what? There's a big surprise. Harrison Ford is back. Whatever. It is too late. Maybe they're trying to make up for not giving us a reunion. That's not what the fans wanted anyways. Like I said, missed opportunities that there's no way of fixing. I knew that the mistakes from The Last Jedi, there were no way to fix it. You know, they didn't give us a reunion, and Carrie Fisher passed away. How that's going to happen? Luke Skywalker, by the way, is not as much of you know, an old hermit, because apparently now that he's a Force Ghost, he has better humor, you know, the way that he talks to Rey. Yes, he comes back as a Force Ghost. I did not want to see that at all. There is a little cool flashback to the time where Leia was training as a Jedi, apparently. So that there's some de-aging effect over there. It's always nice to see them, but like I said, the story is so disjointed, I can't even make sense of it. And they have to eliminate the Skywalkers forever. Like, that's the name of Luke. Well, isn't that George Lucas' ranch called the Skywalker Ranch or something like that? Like, that is a big deal. And they purposely have to eliminate the line of the Skywalkers forever. It's like nothing even matter. I'm trying to understand. It doesn't make much sense. This is like the Terminator Dark Fate killing John Connor, for instance. The story was always about him. And that's why the movies were always about protecting him. So what was the point of the Skywalkers? Just so they could win against the Emperor, but then he comes back anyways, and then he had to be defeated by Rey and all the Jedis, because we just hear voices of a ton of other Jedi. Oh, it's just... If they at least have had Kylo Ren and Rey defeat Palpatine together, I could have even bought that a little bit better, because then at least it would make sense. The line of the Skywalker would be involved in destroying Palpatine. But it's just, if you take this movie into consideration, none of the movies made by George matter. You know, the prequels or the original trilogy, it doesn't matter. Why did they have to kill Kylo Ren? He was probably the only character I wanted to see what was going to happen anyways. Finn was less of a fool in this movie. He was more heroic, and they were trying to go more for a feel of teamwork, like in the original trilogy, but I think it's too late. This should have happened earlier. But I did enjoy Finn and I didn't enjoy Poe. I think they're both, even like the acting, I find the characters, I don't find them annoying. Let's put it that way. I enjoy them, no problem there. Like I said, I also like Daisy Ridley. I thought that she's, I didn't hate Rey, but I just think Rey is really boring. It's just, the movie is very boring. It was very predictable. A lot of the stuff I already knew was going to happen. Oh, there's a part there that they caught me by surprise, which was the whole Chewie thing, because they've been killing all the original characters. That when the ship explodes, I go, okay, Chewie's out of the list now. I honestly thought Chewie was dead, because that's how they killed Akbar, right? So that kind of pissed me off a little bit, but then it doesn't even build up and we find out, no, Chewie is alive. So fine, it's okay, Chewie is alive. But wow, Rey is really OP, you guys. Really. Also, she uses healing powers. She has healing powers now, just like we've just seen Baby Yoda do, right? So perhaps that's what the Mandalorian was trying to set up. It's so sad that the Mandalorian is so good and really feels like Star Wars, but this is trying to connect this. This to me is not canon. It's not. I can't accept this movie as canon. It's just really, really, really messy. Really, really, really. Some good action, I guess. Some good visual effects. The lightsaber fight was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't Duel of Fates level, you know. I think we're never gonna get that again, ever. Like, they don't have the style of the training style, and I don't understand. Is Rey a Jedi, and when did she become a Jedi? Because throughout the movie, Palpatine keeps saying she can't become a Jedi. It doesn't make any sense. Is Kylo Ren working with just like, what? Yes, I was like, what? But the one moment I got emotional was when Leia passed away, because obviously that is a homage to her real life passing away. I did get a bit emotional, but not because of the movie itself, because Princess Leia, they were playing the theme, and it's even hurtful to find out that this is how the movie's ending, that we're never gonna see them together again. They didn't give us it's just it's terrible. It was awful. I like Lando. I didn't think... Perhaps Lando is the only one they didn't destroy. They didn't do anything... They didn't make Lando do anything that I would disapprove, or at least maybe that I can remember. It was nice to see him riding the Millennium Falcon with Chewie. I don't know, guys. I just... it's upsetting that this is supposed to be the end of the Skywalker. What disrespect. It's terrible. I'm very curious to see how are people going to react to this. I don't think I hate this film as much as I hated The Last Jedi. I really don't. The Last Jedi kind of pissed me off big time. This one doesn't really piss me off. It's just like, kind of like, whatever, you know. Shake my head, and it's just kind of an upsetting ending. But if you had the chance to watch, drop your comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Did you like the Rise of Skywalker? What do you think about that ending? What do you think about the Chosen One? I mean, it was Rey all along, apparently. Why did Kylo Ren has to die? I still don't get it. What happened there? It's so stupid. And then Leia said she needed to die. She knew, and it's just all these kind of conversations that doesn't make any sense. Someone said, oh, what she needs to do will take all her strength, which is try to reach to Kylo Ren. Like, why are the Skywalkers who are supposed to be so strong so weak? I don't understand. Everything that they do kills them. It's just... Wow, they really eliminated the Skywalker lineage. And not only that, they end the movie at Luke Skywalker's location, you know, at his house. I was like, how dare you? Yeah, it kind of sucked. That's it. I'm probably not going to watch this again. Perhaps I'll make... when more details come to my mind, I'll probably talk about it better, because right now I'm still processing it. I just don't hate it, but I cannot like this movie. It was very messy. As a critic and as a Star Wars fan, it's very, very out of sync, you know? Yeah. Anyways, guys, that is my review. I'll talk to you later. Bye.